We're all serious coffee drinkers, so the reason our section comes out at all is because we collectively drink 24 cups of coffee every day. We have a lovely little makeshift but very well-equipped coffee bar that we lovingly call Cafe Thanatos. Well, certainly the few dead linguists that come into our department a year come across my desk, and I help rule on yay or nay whether they are newsworthy for a general readership. And the ones that are, of course, I write. And so that's one of the rare cases in which something actually is in my wheelhouse, and it gives me a little bit of a leg up, saves quite a bit of time because I don't have to do the kind of cramming I do for most of my other stories. There's a lot of good information on the net, there's a lot of bad information. I use Wikipedia for one thing and one thing only, and I use it with caution because we have no way of knowing, particularly if it's a subject on which we're agnostic going in, we have no way of knowing the level of accuracy of the information in any Wikipedia article, or for that matter, any kind of non-standard article in one of these more populist websites. I use it only to get my bearings, to know what I need to check and either confirm or disconfirm elsewhere through more conventional sources. Happily, most of the people about whom we write are very accomplished men and women who die in their beds in their 80s, 90s, sometimes even over 100. The ones that tear your hearts out are suicides, particularly young suicides. On average, of the 120 or so obits I write on Deadline a year, maybe one will be a suicide, so about 1%, a little less. The photographer Fred McDarragh, who had this wonderful outfit called Rent-A-Beatnik, and for $200 you got 3 beatniks wearing bongos. We ran in his obit a copy of the advertisement for his company that he placed in the Village Voice. Add zest to your tuxedo park party. Rent-A-Beatnik, completely equipped. Beard, eye shades, old army jacket, Levi's, frayed shirts, sneakers or sandals optional. Deductions allowed for no beard, baths, shoes, or haircuts. Lady beatniks also available. Usual garb, all black. Well, there are two premises there, and I'm not sure whether I agree with the initial premise for the first part, although it's immensely flattering. But let's go to the second premise, which subscribes to an old model that we hope has gone by the boards, but obviously hasn't quite, that obits are stigmatized, obits are Siberia, obits are where they put the worst writers out to pasture. That historically was true for some of the reasons we've discussed, that it's very easy to weigh an obit down with all this boilerplate and not make it stylish. Writing a bad obit is the easiest thing in the world. Happily, in the last 20, 30 years, writing a good obit has become the norm. And so I was not sent to obits under protest. I was not sent to obits to be punished. I was not sent to obits at all. I asked for this job, and there's no other job that I want because it is truly the best job in American journalism. I'm paid to tell people stories.